back with Michael J. Peter, the genius behind not only Solid Gold, but over 24 other highly successful clubs throughout the United States. Michael, I understand you have more clubs than that.
Actually, Latoya, we have the chain of Solid Gold clubs throughout the United States and now the world, and also the Dow House of America, and most recently our Pure Platinum chain, which extends from Honolulu to New York. We're ready to open Cancun, London, Tokyo, and Paris, France.
Gosh, that's great. You're opening everywhere, aren't you?
We're trying to. We have 9 new clubs opening in the next 6 weeks.
Well, from what I understand is that you've almost single-handedly been responsible for bringing sophistication and elegance to adult entertainment. I want to know, how do you do that, Michael?
Yes, I do.
I don't. You know why?
My mother will.
Then I guess your mother never opens the newspaper here and see the girls on page 3 that are topless, because that's simply what they are, topless.
I suspect...
What do you suspect?
That you're a brilliant publicist and you did all of that for money.
Yes. Yes.
I think so.
I think you're absolutely wrong.
I'm wrong.
No, because first of all, I don't need it. I don't need it. I didn't have to do it for money.
Why you don't need money?
Because actually, our family is very well secure. I don't know what the brothers are doing now because they haven't worked in years.
But you are out of it now. You placed yourself out of it.
Oh, yes, I have. But you
so
must
you have
understand,
to look after yourself.
I'm sure you've heard of Jimmy Cliff. I've written songs for him that have been the biggest seller ever. #1, Reggae Nights, other songs. Those money, it constantly generates, and they're constantly coming in non-stop.
You would like to tell us how much Playboy paid you, did, would you? The first time around?
No, that's undisclosed. I cannot reveal that figure.
Okay. I was just trying to see if I could get a slip of your tongue.
I'll disclose it. $1 million you got.
Oh, but you're not supposed to.
It's okay.
1 million?
1 million, the highest paid ever.
Oh.
And the highest selling issue. Right.
So you got $1 million US, and that was not for avenging your mother, was it? I mean, you did it for the million.
I think the mother would have liked the million.
You did it for the million.
No,
you did it for the million, didn't you?
Honestly, Devil, may I call you Devil?
You may. You may shorten it and call me Dev.
No, I prefer
As many people do.
Actually, I preferred the darkest Devil.
Jack Gordon. You must have had some insight into the Jackson family. Do you accept her definition of a mother?
Meaning?
She said she was two-faced?
Absolutely. Three-faced.
3. Do you accept her definition of a father?
I like her father.
He likes my father very much, actually.
May I?
Oh, go right ahead. It's your show.
You like the father?
I like the father, yeah, very much.
And do you accept that he was brutal and sexually abusive? In spite of that, you like him?
I think Joseph Jackson is insane, totally insane.
Your father is mad?
Yeah. And I think I approached the mother. I asked the mother about it, and the mother wouldn't answer me. Then I said to her, how can you stay with a man who would rape your children? And she said to me, he was sick during those years. That was her only answer.
Yes.
May I ask you something? Are you aware of the fact that scandal is an important ingredient in amassing money in public life, you know?
Are you aware that
the more
sexual
extreme
abuse of a
things
child
you
is
say,
terrible?
the more money you can make. I'm suggesting that all of these allegations are being made to draw attention to people.
Why would she do that?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
No.
Why?
I don't know.
Latoya has money, she has fame, she doesn't need publicity.
Okay. All right, let me quote you.
No.
Let me quote you.
You know,
Let me quote Jack.
they're innocent kids.
Everything I've ever
suffering.
done has been strictly for dollars.
Me?
Listen, I'm not
That's
finished
very
with the
true.
quote.
No, that's very true.
If I heard this quote, I would not think it was coming from him. I would think it was coming
And that's
from
the way
Michael.
you think.
No, I don't. I don't believe
But
in that at all.
what I'm saying is, if you draw attraction to yourself with a lot of wild statements and allegations,
They're not
you make a
wild
lot of money.
statements and allegations.
No.
People observe you.
No, this is the truth.
They call you to Playboy. They call you to present videos.
Latoya has a psychic discovery line. Latoya does pay-per-views. Latoya does motion pictures. Latoya does performances. Latoya is an all-around famous female. 10 years ago, Latoya was Michael Jackson's sister. Today, Latoya is the most recognized girl in the entire world.
Are you happy with your husband's definition of you, as I read just now?
Those are his thoughts. That's the way he thinks. We don't always agree upon the same thing.
I'm asking you, are you happy with it?
I just told you those are his thoughts. We don't always agree.
Do you agree on this one?
Absolutely not.
You don't.
But you must remember he's a manager, and that's the way managers think.
I want to go to Michael Jackson's fans. You're not his brothers, you're simply his fans. Sorry? No, the fans. I want to go to you. What do you think of his child abuse allegations?
Me?
Yes.
I don't think that's true at all. I think he just loves children because he never had a childhood. And it's been taken away from him that now he can buy anything, but he can't buy a childhood. All he can do is experience what it's like to spend time with children. And that's why he spends so much time with children.
Can I hear from
one second.
From you? Hold on, I'm coming to you.
No,
I'm just
getting.
getting.
Question.
I'm just
he said
getting.
he never had a childhood. I hear this so much. You're right. Michael didn't have a childhood, and he loves children dearly. He really does. However,
but the
Michael's
difference
not the
between
only
you
Jackson.
and him
He's
is
the only Jackson that didn't have a childhood. My other brothers didn't have one either,
Well, they should spend
and
some
they're
time
all
with
the same
children,
word
shouldn't
too. And they don't act the same way.
Oh.
So they should say none of them had a childhood, not just Tim. None of them. That's all. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all.
You accept? Do you accept
You have to
that
remember, my manager can vouch for this. I defend Michael. I stand up for him so much. You guys have no idea. I'm always defending him, and he's always calling, saying thank you for saying
But you're
this,
not
and thank you for
defending him
saying
now,
that.
are you?
Oh, yes, I am. You have no idea. If he was here, believe it or not, or if he was listening in, he would be very proud because he knows what I can say, and I have not spoken out.
You haven't spoken out? What have you done?
No.
I mean,
He's right. He doesn't want me to say.
Come on, Latoya.
No, you
haven't
guys don't know
spoken
this
out?
family. You have
What
no
have you done?
idea.
Well, speak out.
I've spoken out enough tonight, don't you think?
For tonight. What do you think about the allegations?
Me?
Either of you.
I'm prepared to believe that the allegations are true, and I think that
because
the way...
of the newspapers?
Well, I think the way Janet prevaricates around the issue tells me, at least, that she's prepared to believe that they're true as well.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, nobody here, besides Janet and possibly Jack, does know Michael
but we
Jackson.
take down and boo.
He's a
You
pop
take time
star.
trouble.
He's a pop star, and he's probably, ever since he was, 6 years old and he first entered public life, his whole image has been manufactured. That book, Moonwalk, the Oprah Winfrey interview, were probably two of the most rehearsed and calculated things I've ever had the displeasure to witness.
Well, you should tell us then, shouldn't you? No one wants you to watch it.
Pauline, do you think the allegations are true?
No, no way.
Have you children?
100%. I've got 2 children, and Michael could take my children away now for a year. And I would not worry at all. Because he's so gentle, it's just not there. It's not there.
You're right.
And everything you've
She's
said
right.
about Michael is true. I've wrote
She's
it down.
right. He's
you
very
said he's
gentle.
lovely.
He is. He's very
Latoya,
sweet.
if you had 2 sons...
Everything he does, he can't even wave without doing it gentle.
Well, let me ask you a question, Pauline.
Yeah.
No,
Pauline's right.
no,
She's
don't
right.
Do it with my
Jack,
children.
please,
my
don't take my
children
trouble.
have even said out
Please.
of their own mouths that they would love to sleep and cuddle with Michael. And I have not pushed them into it. They've even said that not 1 minute have they thought they're true.
Pauline,
Not
you're
1
right.
minute.
He's a very sweet and kind person.
Jack, what were you going to
Don't
say?
ever think differently.
What
He
were you
really
going to say
is.
to her?
And everything
I was
you've
going to
said
ask her,
about
what if
Michael,
Michael
I've said
abused her
nice
children?
things about him.
How would
It's
she
just
feel
they
by
that-
letting her children go with
that
Michael then?
said that-
If you had 2 children now, would you send them to Michael for a weekend?
Yes, I would.
I was
Would
going to
you?
ask
No.
you that.
I
you
would.
said yes.
Yes, I would.
Thank you. I was going to
Would
ask
I?
you that
No.
question.
I would. Sure.
Thank
You would?
He's my brother. Of course I would.
Jack, will you?
Absolutely not.
Why?
I
Would
would.
not.
You just would not?
I would not consider it.
I
wouldn't
would.
even think about it.
Remotely?
Did I ask you why, Jack?
Why?
I can't answer the question.
You can't answer the question.
Latoya said yes.
Months ago, wasn't Jack Gordon arrested for beating Latoya about the face?
I was
don't
arrested.
Yes.
I don't think that's a very nice thing to do to a child.
I didn't seem to be arrested either.
No.
What, arrested for what?
I was arrested for assault.
For assaulting Latoya Jackson.
Were you?
Yes, he was.
Did you?
Yes.
Did I assault her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit her right in her nose. And I knocked her to the floor, and I was arrested, yes.
So you were doing the same thing Joseph did?
No, wait a second. You
Same
said Joseph didn't do those things.
No, I didn't say
No,
he
I'm
didn't.
being the devil's
I never
advocate.
said he
You
didn't.
said Joseph didn't do these things. You said
Why
I'm
did you do
accusing
that?
him.
I
Sorry?
think the press built it much more than it was. I was undergoing chemotherapy and radiation during the time, though, for cancer, and quite sick when that occurred.
Fine.
TV program, Latoya then said, well, I don't know, but I don't think he did it. But
on CNN.
but who can say, well, why bother saying anything? Why? Because you're just contradicting yourself and you're giving a bit of leeway so people can think, well, this is his sister, and obviously it doesn't look like she thinks he's innocent at all. Then you should just, like, say no comment, and that's it.
I have said that lots of times. I've said no comments lots of times. However, you have not lived in the same house. You don't know what's gone on. You don't know what goes on.
I want to go to you.
No, you know what? I have a lot of brothers. They're not famous. They're Michael's brothers and sisters, too. Their last names are Jackson. They were the Jackson Five. People don't know them. Oh, you have no idea how they speak out. You have no idea how they feel.
Hold on, Latoya.
You have no idea how they feel.
I'm not saying whatever you say is not true. I'm not saying that. God knows.
And you don't know.
Hold on. God knows.
I don't know if you're Muslim or what, but your beliefs.
Do yourself a favor. You say you're married to this man, yeah? Go and have a child with him. If he can do it, go and have a child, and then go and see how your mother
Please,
felt.
okay.
If you grew up the way I did,
Shall I wrap it up now? I'm wrapping it up.